Rosh Chodesh, there's a special davening that's called Hallel, praying God, praising Him. So every month a group of women comes here to the place of where the tabernacle stood and davens. And I come from a family of 4 girls, and I'm the youngest. So we come here and we daven and we pray. And I notice my oldest sister sitting aside, and I can see her bit sad face and her thinking. And I know exactly what she's thinking about, of how her and her husband had a long time of infertility and a tough time with that. So I could really sense that in her thought. It was a very hard time period for us as a family. Every time a friend, she discovered that she was pregnant, or every time a friend gave birth, it always was very hard for her, feeling that she wants also. So one of the things she did in order to cope with it, she gave them books as a present, meaning in order to be more happy for them and be more positive, she'd give them books. And then also she decided to write a story of her own daily day base of how we all have our sad days and tough times, and how we find our ways to cope and make us happy again and look at the positive in our life. So she sent her husband to try and find a place to print it out, and he accidentally got to a publisher. So she decided to publish her book that talks about her daily day basis, and that afterward was the idea to give gifts to all of her friends about it. So I'll soon show you and read to you the book. Are you guys interested?
Sure.
Okay, just want to make sure. And I'm happy to say that she's now pregnant with a second daughter. So also the girls continue, so yeah, so I'm going to need a volunteer. So this is the book that she wrote and illustrated. Can I have a volunteer to hold it up for everybody?
Tim?
There we go. And you'll also see during the book how she plays off on Hannah's and Samuel's story. So I'm going to read it out. Your job is to show out everybody, and every time I come to an end, then
Other side?
No, that's just the, yeah, you're the right, just the next page. Okay. But sometimes. And then the next. Most of the time, I am happy. But sometimes, I wake up sad. This morning, I felt like some things in the world are bad. Hannah, which is of course a play on Hannah, won't let me play with her toys. And I have fewer cars than the other boys. Sometimes, Mommy is hard to please. So what if Daddy bought the wrong kind of cheese? Grandma has gone to where the good souls go. But when I ask her where that is, nobody knows. And sometimes I don't know why or when. I just have to feel sad before I'm happy again. When that happens, I hear my mommy's voice, and thinking positively becomes my best choice. I remember how fun it was to run and play with my friends and hedgehogs just yesterday. Okay, the next one. Oh wait, I remember my turn to be kindergarten dad. It was so much fun, and it made me feel glad. I remember that my parents were proud of the day that I put all the playroom toys away. I remember the people in my family, how much I love them, and how much they love me. Mommy said, Mommy said I should tell her when I'm feeling blue. So I did, and she knew just what to do. She gave me a hug and a big wet kiss. Some kids wouldn't like that, but for me, it's a bliss. My little sister couldn't tie her shoe, so I did it before she could count to 2. I helped Daddy take out the trash, and I cleaned up the kitchen in a flash. When Sam, which is a short for Samuel, sat and cried and wouldn't stop, I snuck over to give him a lollipop. When I got back home, there was Grandpa Al. He pinched my cheek and said, "Hey there, pal." With our nighttime prayers, Mommy asked us to say all the good things that happened to us today. And just like that, and just like magic, I have a warm, happy feeling tonight. Sometimes I wake up sad, but now my world is filled with light. Thank you very much. So we all have our sad days, and we all have our sad times and things that we have to go through. But may we find the strength and way to cope and fill our life with happiness and light and positivity. So we're going to now start our pilgrimage up to the ancient Shiloh.